Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mike from Artifact Addiction. It's August 15th, and Tegan and I didn't put a video together in quite a few weeks, so I figured I'm going to come down to one of our better sites here in Indiana and do some corn walking. It's not the most glamorous, but it does pay off, and I actually brought a friend of mine today. He's never arrowhead hunted in his life, so he's hoping to find something. He's got a few flakes in his pocket, so he's pretty excited about that. We're hoping to get him on a point. Couple rows in, and I already got the first one of the day, so let's check it out and take a peek, see what it is. Looks like a pretty good point. Actually, it's pretty heavily patinaed. It looks like it's pretty brown. Yeah, there she is right there. Go ahead and pop it out here. Looks like it's been rained on and stuff quite a bit. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Kind of crude, but can't tell. Looks like it might be a little side notch point or even like a stemmed point. There you go, you got it right there, perfect. Yeah, like I said, we've only been here maybe 10 minutes or so. He's got a few flakes in his pocket, so we've been pretty excited about that. Hopefully we get him on a point, and I don't know, this is a good sign. This is a spot, like I said, it's one of our better sites over the past couple of years. We walked it earlier this year after it had been tilled up the first time. But it had been planted and everything, and then we never got back to it. So fingers crossed, we'll have some better luck today. So stay with us. All right, guys, it didn't take too long, about a half hour in here, and my buddy actually just found his very first point. We were walking side by side, and all of a sudden I heard him say, "Oh my God, Mike, I got my first one." And it's that excitement that everybody gets when they find their first point. Kind of never forget that. So it looks like it's a really good side notch point, kind of a suspenseful pull. It's about halfway in the dirt. Looks like there's a little bit of base damage, but we're not complaining. So we're hoping that there's a tip here. We're gonna go in here and check this thing out. Look at that, it's halfway in the ground. Beautiful flint. Go ahead and pull that out, Mike. Hopefully it's, oh, does it got a tip on it?
It does.
Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful point, Mike. Oh man, you got a good one. That's your first point ever.
Yes, it is.
Man, I bet there's a lot of people out there that would love to have that as their first point. I know I would.
And thank you, Mike.
No problem, man. All right, we're gonna get that washed up, and we'll have it in the cleanup for everybody. And we're gonna keep at it. We're just, hoping to find some more points, guys. Stay with us. Hey guys, we're back. Maybe 5 minutes after Mike found his very first point. We turned rows, we're coming down, and I got a pretty good sized one on the ground here. I can see it's got a little bit of a tip ding, but we're not complaining. We're actually having a lot more luck in this corn than we thought we were going to. So let's check it out. See it laying right down here. Almost kind of the same color as the ground. I walked almost by it before I kind of come back and saw it. So you can see a little bit of tip ding here, but it's pretty sizey, so I'm excited about that. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man, it's still a good one, Mike. Look at that point. Look at the base on that thing. It's kind of got like a little bit of a bifurcated base on it. Like I said, it's missing a little bit of a tip, but I am not gonna complain about that. That's a pretty good sized point. Man, a lot more luck than I thought we were gonna have. What is that? We got 3 points already, and we've only been here maybe an hour. So we're gonna keep at it and hopefully bring you guys a good video. So stay with us. All right, guys, we're back. Mike's got another one on the ground here, second point that he's ever found. And I'll tell you, his luck is obviously as good as it gets, apparently. He told me he was a pretty lucky guy, and I guess he wasn't kidding, because the second point is another killer. We actually left the spot we were at, and we're walking up to another spot here. It looks like we got lucky here. They disked this up out on the outer edge of the field and planted it with, looks like a cover crop. So I said, let's do some walking here and spend a little time, because obviously you can see it's been rained as flat as can be, and we'd have some good luck. We no sooner took like 2 or 3 steps and he hollers out, He's like, oh my God, I got another one. And check this point out right here. Absolute killer point. Rain flat, laying right on top. Go ahead and pull her out, Mike. See where she was laying there? Man. What do you think of that?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanks again, Mike.
You're welcome, man. I'm glad that she had some success. Not only had some success, but some super points too already. 2 killer points. Well, we got a little bit longer to go, so we're gonna keep at it. Hopefully we'll keep adding to the day, guys. All right. Hey guys, we're still trudging along here in the heat. It's getting pretty hot. We got maybe an hour left to go before we head out. I picked something up here a minute ago and wasn't really sure what it was at first. You can see it's broken, unfortunately, but it's got one heck of a polish on it. Looks like you can see if that focus is there. It's been pecked all the way around that way. Super heavy polish on this side and very heavily polished on that side. It could have been, I'm thinking maybe like a small celt, or maybe like, I don't know, an unfinished pendant or something like that. So that was kind of a cool find. Mike actually here, he's got his 3rd piece for the day. So he's super geeked. He yelled down here and said he's got something down in the lower ground, which I think is kind of interesting too, because you know we tend to be up there on the higher ground and the sandy stuff, but this is really far down in the low area where the soil is really dark. We found stuff down here in the past, and everything kind of takes on this orange color. I'm assuming that whatever minerals are in the soil down here, that's the patina that is found down here. It does look like it's broken here. Looks like maybe like a, I don't know, a Nadina point or something like that, big stem point. Pop it up here and take a look at it. Yeah, it looks like it's got a big fracture on the top of it there. What a monster of a point though. Beautiful flake. You can see how nice it looks right there in the sun. Still a heck of a cool find. Big stem on it there, man. That's cool as heck, Mike. Broke or not, so.
Tried.
Yeah, way down here, all of a sudden he hollered down, he had another one. I thought, you gotta be kidding me. So anyway, like I said, we got a little bit left to go. We are finding them, so this time of year, we'll take anything we can find. So if we find anything else, we'll be back. All right, guys, I think we're gonna wrap up the day here, August 15th, hunting in the corn. Didn't do too bad. We found 2 more pieces here at the very end. This is a big monster piece that Mike found. It's a shame that it's broken. Beautiful Attica shirt, Indiana green. Looks like it would have been just a huge blade. See, it's broken at the top. Got a little break there off the side. I'm thinking, yeah, it would have been maybe like a big teardrop style blade or something. You can see all the pressure flaking there on the edges. So we'll get that cleaned up, take a look at it. So he found that there at the end, and then I got 1 point to finish out my day. Looks like it's got a little bit of a tip ding in it. Yep, right there. Not a bad point to finish out the day. Kind of crude, but like I said, this time of year, take pretty much anything we can find. So we made it through the corn. We're super sweaty, super dirty, and full of bugs, but we came out with a pile full of points. So a good day all in all. Mike found his first few points. So thanks for subscribing, everybody, and liking our channel. If you haven't subscribed, would you please do that? We really helps us out, and we really appreciate it. So hope everybody out is still finding, and good luck to everybody. Hey guys, August 15th, quick cleanup here for you. A little bit different video. Tika wasn't there today, but I did bring a good friend of mine. Like I said, you guys saw in the video, he's never found an arrowhead before, and he's been asking for a while to come and join us. So I figured today would be a day to bring him. Like I said, I've known him for such a long time, and I felt very fortunate to be able to bring him down there today. And we had a good day. He found not only his first point, but he found a couple after that. So he had such a good time doing it, and like I said, I was very happy to see him succeed. So I'm gonna go through this real quick and see what we found. Here's kind of a quick overview of some of the better pieces. Found some broken stuff. I probably didn't show everything. I don't usually put these on there, but I thought this was kind of cool. It's a big crinoid fossil. Usually I find just, you know, small sections and I keep them for fun, but this is probably the biggest one I think I've ever found. So I kept that one and put that on there. A couple smaller things. This was a really nice worked scraper. I think you can see all the micro flaking on the edge there. Just a neat piece. So I'll put that in there. Really nice little thumb scraper. You can see all the micro working on that too. Beautiful little color. So we find quite a few of these, and they're artifacts nonetheless. So I like to add them here and there. Here's a big blade that unfortunately was busted, but kind of cool. It's kind of got like a Cortex bullseye off to the side there. This is another big scraper. It looked like I found. I think this one is on the video, and towards the beginning there, it looks like it's banded slate on that end, but it actually has got flaking all along this edge here. So they were using it for something. This was a piece that was towards the end there, and Mike found this. He didn't know what he found at first. He knew it was a piece of flint, but he wasn't sure. And as you can see, it's just a monster piece of Indiana green. And you know, once I got it cleaned up, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but that edge is, yeah, right there. You can see the whole thing is flaked all the way around, super well. Yeah, you can see it right there, and it goes all the way around down the bottom. Obviously the top is broke, and it's got a little bit of a side broken there. So I don't know if it was a big Adena blade or just a huge preform. Yeah, it's worked all the way around, but it does look like it has like secondary flaking on it, so maybe they were using it for something. So cool piece. This is that big, not big, I'm sorry, this is that smooth, really heavily polished piece that I found. I'm not sure if it's a celt maybe. It's got a lot of pecking on this one side. Obviously it's busted on this side, but I mean, it's smooth as can be, especially on this side, super polished. So not really sure what that was, if it was like a broken celt or not. Here's some of the points that we found. This was one of the pieces that Mike found towards the end there. And yeah, you can see it's got a nice little stem. Obviously it's been broken probably in you know, the time that it was used. It's very heavily patinaed all throughout the break. It's found in, like I said, I think I mentioned that in the video, in the lower area, not so much up on the higher spot. And everything we find down in that lower area has this orange kind of color to it, like it's different minerals or something that stains it. I'm sure somebody else can tell me more about that, but it seems like everything we find down there has that color to it. But there's that point that I found right towards the end, kind of crude, but this time of year, not going to complain. You know, a point's a point, especially for being in 7-foot tall corn or whatnot. This is the first point that I found today. Not bad, kind of a crude material, but worked really well for what it was. Thought maybe it was a little stem point. Looks like it's got a notch on that one side, kind of worked off or on that side. So there's that one. And then this was the very first point that Mike found, which, you know, it's got a little bit of a base ding, but probably one of the nicest points of the day, if not the nicest. I'm thinking it's a Newton Falls possibly. And just a super archaic piece. Got a pretty good smoothing there, a little bit of grinding on the base, so definitely an archaic side notch. Beautiful point. This was the second point that he found, and he was pretty excited when he walked up on that one and this one. They were laying right out, and he stood there and stared at them for quite some time, kind of in disbelief, I think, before he hollered out that he found something. So yeah, it was fun seeing somebody find some stuff for the first time and seeing that excitement. So super nice points for him. And then this is probably my best find of the day. It does have a bit of a tip ding, but it's pretty sizey. It's got some good size to it. Kind of got a neat little base there. I don't know if it's a little bifurcate or what's going on, but not sure exactly what type that is. Like I said, I'm super happy to find it this time of year. They're taking pretty much anything we could find. So all in all, I think we had a better day than I had even originally thought we would. I knew that spot in the field had been worked up reworked and planted, and we just never got back over there. So I assumed that we would find some stuff, and like I said, it exceeded my expectations. So super happy to take Mike out there, find his first stuff. He had a lot of passion for it, so that was really cool to see. So thanks for joining us, guys, and hopefully we'll get out maybe once or twice more before the fall gets here. Hopefully if everybody else is out and about and they're having good luck in finding. Anybody that hasn't subscribed, we'd love you to subscribe to the channel and help support our channel, and hit that like button. So till the next one, guys, we'll see ya.